All right. Welcome, everyone, to Yoga at Midday. I'm Dorothy Dorton with AARP Alabama, here with Becca and Impello. Good morning, Becca.
Good morning, Dorothy. Glad to be with you today.
Great. We are so happy to have you once again. So we are going to be doing some yoga, and we just wanted to remind everyone that before you do, make sure that you've checked with your doctor and you don't have any conditions that could prevent you from doing this safely. So we are going to get started, and I want to ask Becca, what do we have on the schedule for today?
Well, today, Dorothy, I thought that I would visit with our viewers from AARP Sun Salutations. Now, if you are very familiar with yoga, you may have heard of a Sun Salutation. You may have even attempted to practice one before. Sun Salutations are a traditional sort of sequence within the yogic practice. However, the traditional Sun Salutation involves going all the way down to the floor and back up over and over and over again. So there's lots of ways we can vary anything that we do within yoga, the physical practices especially. So I'm going to share with your viewers today, your members, some variations on Sun Salutations that are actually done with the chair. We're going to do some seated and stay in the chair, and then we're going to have the option, if they want to join me, for some that are standing, but we'll use the chair sort of as our floor, so we don't have to go all the way down to the ground and back up, which sometimes just doesn't work out that great for some people. Getting down on the floor can be a little bit tricky for some folks. So we can get a great full body movement and loosening with these Sun Salutation variations that I'm going to share with you today.
That sounds fabulous, Becca. We really appreciate it, and I'm going to let you take it away.
All right, well, here we are, and we're going to just need a chair. I'm here at my home today, so if you've been watching some of these other broadcasts, you may have seen me in a different location. I do have my dog with me today, so she might pop her head up at some point, but she's taking a nap right now on the floor in the sunshine, so she's pretty happy right there. So let's get seated comfortably in your chair. Make sure that your feet touch the ground, and just remember, anything that I show you today that doesn't seem to be working well for you, either change it up. You can do the movements smaller, you can do them bigger, you can do them for less time as needed. You can always skip something if it doesn't seem like a good fit for your body and simply wait till we get to something else that does seem to be good for you. Okay, so take care of yourself first and foremost. We'll start with some breathing as we typically do. Okay, helps us bring our awareness into our bodies and be more connected to ourselves and our present moment. It helps us to calm our nervous system, mitigate stress and all that stuff. So we're going to sit tall. Just take a nice deep breath in and out. Do that again. A nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And do that one more time for me. These are clearing breaths. They just help us to reset the breathing patterns and bring our breath to a slower, more controlled pace. All right, so now we're going to take a couple movements to, again, bring some breath control into our awareness. Inhale, sweep those arms out and up overhead, nice and slowly. There's Macy, my dog. Exhale and bring the hands right down in front of the belly. All right, so we're kind of gathering. So we're gathering our attention, gathering our focus, gathering our breath with that big sweep out of the hands as you inhale. And then it's as if we're concentrating. We're bringing it right into our center with that exhale. Let's do 3 more of these. Big breath, slow, full. Exhale right down to the belly. 2 more. Okay, 1 more of these gathering breaths, focusing breaths. And then I'd like you just to rest your hands right there at the front of the abdomen, sort of right around the navel. It could be touching your body or hovering a little bit in front. And I just want you to take a few more breaths here, deep belly breaths. One thing that yoga can really help us with is breathing fully with our diaphragm, which helps our lung capacity, helps again with our resilience in our nervous system, our immune system. Has all kind of benefits when we breathe deep and use the diaphragm. So we want to feel that that belly is moving a bit. It's going out as you inhale, and it's drawing gently back in as you exhale. Let's do 3 more of these belly breaths. Two more. And your breath may be a different length than mine. Don't worry. You don't have to match my breathing. Breathe that way that's comfortable for you. All right, and then we're going to shake it out. We're going to just loosen up all of our joints before we move into our sun salutation. So shake those hands and then roll those wrists a few times. Open and close the fingers. Hey, Macy. And then roll the shoulders a couple times. This is great for the upper back. You want to get those shoulder blades moving around in that upper back, loosening some things up. All right, and then let's loosen up the head and the neck. Turn from side to side. And then drop the chin towards the chest and give the head a few gentle rolls from shoulder to shoulder. All right. And then warming up the arms a little bit more and the spine. Reach up and then take it to one side, just stretching over and then back up. And then stretch it over to the other side. Let's do that again. Reach up. This hand that drops down, you could hold onto your chair if that's comfortable. Other side. And back up. Now let's just do a little twist. Turn one direction. And then inhale back up to the center. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale back up to center. One more time, each direction. Twist. And twist. And back to center. And arms down at your sides. All right, let's loosen up the legs a little bit, and then we'll start our sun salutation. So sit on the edge of your chair. Hold on to the chair if possible. Or if it's not comfortable to hold your chair, reach your arms down for the floor. Okay, and just engage those arms a little bit. And then let's take one leg at a time and bend and straighten it a few times. Loosening up the knee, the hamstring, warming up the quad. And then hold it forward and point and flex. Point and flex. It's fine if you've got shoes on, no worries. Works just fine for shoes, these versions that we're doing. Let's do the other leg. Kick and bend. Good, and then hold that foot out and point and flex. Good, and then leg down. All right, so sun salutation is often a sequence that has a alternating reach or extension of some sort with a fold or a bending of some sort. Okay, so we're going to keep that theme kind of going through our variations of the sun salutation seated. All right, so we're going to start hands at the heart, feet on the floor, sit tall, lift up through the chest. All right, so we'll inhale and reach up. Looking up is optional. Exhale, come back down to hands at the heart. And then inhale, this time it'll be a pull back with the elbows, lift the chest, maybe the chin. Exhale, hands forward in front. All right, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to the heart. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach up. Now we're going to add a little more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. right, we're going to add a little bit each time for this first round. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist. Now remember, if your breathing is a little faster or slower than mine, keep it at a pace that's comfortable for you. Twist again, the other side. Inhale up. And then this time, exhale, fold forward. So your hands can stop here at your knees, or they can travel down towards your feet or the floor. So you just want to see what's comfortable for your back, okay? And then we'll roll it back up and bring the hands to the heart. Let's do that much again. Inhale, reach up. Look up is optional. Exhale, back to the heart. Inhale, squeeze back between those shoulder blades. Look up. Exhale, push out. Inhale, reach up. Here's the twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Sun salutations are usually kind of invigorating because they involve just back and forth movement. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pull back, and here comes our fold forward. Hands either stop here on the thighs as you lean, or all the way down to the floor. All right, and then roll it back up, hands to the heart. All right, now we're going to add another thing here. I'll pause when we get to this addition and give you a little time to explore it, okay? So here we go again. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push out. Inhale, reach up. Go to that twist. Inhale, back up. And twist the other way. Inhale up. And then here comes that fold forward. Hands to the thighs or all the way down, you choose. And inhale back up and pull those shoulders back. Now we're going to turn the body one direction. Okay? I'm going to hold on to the back of the chair. I suggest you do that as well, just to keep you safe. If you've got a chair with an arm on it that doesn't let you turn, well, you can kind of stay to the front, not turn quite all the way to the side. Okay, so do what you can do. But we're taking it into a position that helps us stretch one thigh. Okay, so the leg that's forward on the chair, it starts to point down at the ground. Your toes might be tucked under, or you might prefer to have the top of the foot on the floor. Okay. All right, and so from this lunge position, lift up from your belly and reach up with that forward arm and take a little stretch towards the ceiling. And then release it. Let's go ahead and try that on the other side. So back to the front, turn. You can turn a little bit. So if you've got the armrest on your chair, you just turn as far as you can. If you don't have an armrest in your chair, you can turn all the way. All right, the forward leg drops down towards the floor. Figure out if you like your toes tucked or top of the foot down. All right, and then lift up, belly up, chest up, arm up. And release and come back to the front. All right, so we're going to do one more round of sun salutations with our bottom staying in the chair, and then we'll do some standing ones. All right, so here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and twist. Now here comes that lunge. So we're going to just keep on turning from our twist. All right, take that leg down in front and reach the same arm up. And then release it. Turn it back to the front. Inhale, reach up. We start with a twist. Exhale, twist. And then keep on turning. Take it into that lunge. Drop the knee forward, down towards the floor. Hold on to the chair so you stay secure. Reach up. And then release. back to the front. We finish this up with an inhale, up, and an exhale, fold. And then roll it up, sit tall. So just take a moment, check in, notice how you're feeling. Maybe your heart rate's up a little bit, maybe you're feeling a little more lively or energetic. All right, so next we're going to stand. If you prefer not to do the next part standing, you can kind of keep doing what you remember from just now and stay seated. All right, but I'm going to turn that chair so that I can face the seat of the chair. Okay, now make sure that your chair is not going to slide. Okay, it's on either a surface that's going to keep it stuck, or you put it right up against a piece of furniture or a wall like so it won't go anywhere. All right, keep that safe. All right, so we start in a real similar pattern here, hands at the heart. All right, stand tall, push into the feet, lift up into the chest. Here we go, inhale, reach up. Exhale, now this time we're gonna fold forward and put our hands on the chair, okay? Keep those knees nice and soft, bend them as much as you need to. And then inhale, lift up a little bit, lift your chest up, lift your hips up. And then exhale, take it back down. Now we're going to step 1 foot close to the chair and 1 foot back. You decide how far back you want to step. It could be a small step. It could be a really long step. It could be somewhere in between. All right? But push down into the chair, lift up through your chest. One more breath here. Now, because we're standing, we get to add in a downward facing dog. And this is a variation using the chair, much more accessible for people and feels good for everybody. So both feet go back, the hands are on the top of the chair, and stretch out through my arms and into my hips. Keep those knees bent if your hamstrings are tight. All right, and then we're going to lift up and step the other leg towards the chair. We're doing that lunge again. Now, if you need to adjust your back leg, you can step it further back or step it closer in. Inhale, lift up through that chest. All right, and then we'll step the back leg in, step the front leg back. Lift up through the hips, lift up through the chest. Exhale, fold it back down. Shift that weight into your heels. Walk your hands up to your thighs. Take your time, get your balance. Maybe bring your arms out in front. And then press tall all the way up. And hands to the heart. All right, we're back where we started. We're going to do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold it down. You decide how far. Maybe right here, maybe all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, fold back down. 1 foot close to the chair, the other leg back. Now feel free to keep your hands on the chair, or if you would like to try to challenge your balance, your strength, you might take your hands up to the heart or reach them overhead, okay? But we can always stay right here or play around with one arm only if you want. And then both hands in the seat of the chair, step back for the downward facing dog. And this again is knees a little bit bent, feet about a hip's distance apart. Stretch back. And if your shoulders are tight, maybe you don't stretch back quite as far as I am. You go as far as feels comfortable for you. And then we'll step that other leg forward. Make sure you're switching sides. Remember, there's that option to work on coming hands off of the chair. Both hands, one hand, maybe up towards the ceiling. And then we'll put the hands back down, step the back leg in, and the front leg back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. And then sitting back, this pose is actually called chair pose. This is where we sit back as if we have a chair behind us. Get our balance. It's a strong pose, strengthens the legs, strengthens the belly and the back. Very useful, very functional, because we're all sitting down and standing up all day long, right? And then inhale, rise up. And if you'd like a little back bend stretch here, you can take it a little bit back. And exhale, hands to the heart. All right, great job, everyone. We got time to do 2 more rounds of this standing sun salutation. Feel free to stop and rest or change the pace if you need to. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. One leg forward, one leg back. Try to switch it up. Step the other leg back first this time if possible. All right, again, your choice. Stay here, strong legs, or work on coming up a little bit. Lift that belly. Find a focal point for your eyes to help with the balance. Hands back into the chair. Step it back. Nice stretch out. Now today I'm showing you with a chair, but sometimes I find people like to do this at their kitchen counter or a tabletop that's a little bit higher than a chair. So keep that in mind if you want. All right, step the other leg forward. Taking it to that lunge. Strong legs. We want active glutes. Lift up, maybe come into balance. Maybe all the way overhead with those arms. And then arms down, step the back leg in, front leg back. Inhale, flat back or lift up through the chest. Exhale and fold. You decide how far. Okay. And then sit back into those heels. Sit back into your hips, balancing in chair pose. Good, nice and strong. And then inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more round. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. It's okay if your breathing is a little bit different than mine. No problem. Just reminding you to breathe. One leg back. Strong legs, lifted chest. Downward dog is next. Hands on the seat. Press the hips back. Other leg forward. Your choice. Stay here, hands on the chair, or bring those arms up. And then step the legs back into our starting position. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And I'm going to encourage you to stay here a little extra time. I like to rest my elbows and my head right there on the chair. Now, some people, maybe your head doesn't reach your chair, okay? In which case, maybe it's arms on the chair, head hanging. If you're more comfortable dropping down and hanging towards the floor, you could do that. We'll take about 3 breaths here just to sort of start to settle ourselves down after the sun salutations. All right, bend the knees, shift the weight back. Slowly come all the way up tall. Let's just roll those shoulders a couple times. Check in, notice how you're feeling. We're going to come back to sitting down in our chair. So again, as I already mentioned, sun salutations tend to be a invigorating or energetic practice, right? They are a good way to get some blood flowing, get some joints loosened up, and get our breath moving, get our energy moving in our body. So just take a moment and notice and see if that's what you're noticing in your body and in your energy. What has been the effect of doing these sun salutations? And I'd love to hear from you guys if you've had experience doing sun salutations before, if this was different for you, if you like these variations, if there was something new here that you hadn't explored before. So drop that in the chat if you want. And then just take one more breath with me, inhaling to reach up. And then exhaling to bring it all back down. And thanks so much for joining me for the Sun Salutations and the Yoga at Midday with AARP. I really enjoyed being with you guys for these past couple weeks. We got a couple more to go, right, Dorothy?
Absolutely, yes. Next Monday we'll be back. So thank you so much, Becca.
Yeah.
That was really great.
I don't know if anyone had any questions today in the chat, but happy to.
I think everyone was really concentrating this time. So I loved this. I loved how the sun salutation, it just seems like it's almost like a dance. And it's such a pretty flow.
It can feel that way too in your body, regardless of what they look like on the outside. That getting into that rhythm of inhale, exhale, reach and fold up, can give you that feeling of just a more continuous, smooth flow of your energy, and that's really one of the benefits of it, I find too.
It really is. It's very nice, and I'm a runner, and I know that the runners and walkers, this is a perfect stretch to do before and after. You know, you go for your walk or your run. So that's wonderful. Becca, thank you so much. We can't wait till next week. So
thanks so much to you too, Dorothy. I'll see you guys next Monday.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Monday at noon for Yoga at Midday.